Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Gemini weekly money and career reading from May 6th to the 12th, 2024. Geminis, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week, May 6th to the 12th, 2024. Thank you for being here. I hope you are all well. Be on the lookout on the Hear Out for the magic word. If you wish to put your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. Yes, I am putting one more free reading up for grabs. Also, if you wish to support the channel or become an active member of this channel, all you have to do is click the join button next to the Card Minds logo. That'll automatically that'll take you wherever you wish to go. And I know it's not for everyone, but for anyone that's interested, that'll automatically give you access to a weekly free tarot session. I do a weekly members only tarot sessions every Sunday at 12 noon, and once in a while I pop up during the week for a reading and open tarot questions. So if that's something you're interested in, would love to have you join the Card Minds energy base. All right, let's get started. Gemini, let's see what we have here. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, speaking your mind, you're finding those. Now, this is you, Gemini, speaking your mind, finding clarity, or at least having clarity in that conversation in your job, or in those conversations you're having in the interviews, or in the conflicts, or with that person. It feels like you have to clear the air. And by clearing the air, it can be with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. It can be with this person here, a manager, a coworker, a person you're working with, or a partner, or someone you want to develop something with. But I feel like this is something that is going to not only clear the air, Three of Swords, end a situation, a dynamic that just wasn't working for you, or you're not feeling it's fair, or you feel you no longer want to work with that person, or in that company, or on that project, whatever. We have the Three of Swords, because words weren't going through, or people weren't seeing you for your, for your hard work, or you just couldn't get that point of view across, right? Just disagreeing. And with the Three of Swords, it's really that hurtful moment where you have to agree to disagree, or agree that it's not going to work out, or it's not for you, or that disappointment, or that hurtful moment where you understand that this job is not going to work, or this project is not going to work, or this whatever it is not going to work that way. But it doesn't mean it's not going to work at all. It means that you can't do it with that person, or it's not going in the right direction, or the right dynamic, or with the right people, or whatever, right? But here, I feel with this Queen of Pentacles, maybe this is a person that felt it had to go a certain way. Maybe this is a person you were working with, or you tried to start something with, or maybe a coworker or a manager within your job that thought they had the solution, that they could bring you towards another way of developing your career, project, whatever it is. So here we have the Hermit. So this situation is putting you, or putting things in perspective about your choices, your path, how you want to move forward, how you've been doing it up to now, your education, what things are working, what are not, what path you want to take, why this didn't work out, or why it's not working out the way you thought it would work out, right, with the Hermit. So it's sort of putting you in that introspection, going inward, right, to take a break. Take a break from this, take a break from the everyday life, or take a break from this issue, this task, this dynamic, whatever it is. To understand that your sense of truth, or your answer, or why it happened, or why it's so complicated, or it didn't work for you, or you didn't understand it, or you didn't see eye to eye, whatever it is. Again, it's going to be different for everyone, is within yourself, right? That the answers, you're going to be able to find them within yourself. The changes, what you want, how you want to tweak, change, go do something differently. And it's not the answer, or, you know, whatever it is not within the distractions of the outside world. You're not going to find the answers by getting everybody's opinion, or you know, going with the outside flow, and going and researching and like checking out everything else, and having every, you know, discussions with everyone. No. The a lot of times when things don't work out, and I know, Gemini, don't shoot the messenger. I know you're probably going to get upset at me, or think I'm, you know, how can I say that? Whatever. But don't shoot the messenger. You know, maybe this reading is not going to be for everyone, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But a lot of times when we're frustrated, or something didn't go, or that job was crappy, or they totally didn't get us, or I totally didn't get my idea across, or I totally can't work with that team, or right, whatever this Three of Swords is for you. And it can be completely in your mind, uniquely, Gemini. It doesn't have to be something that went bad. It can be you just in your mind, upset or sad or hurt that things didn't work out. Even if you don't communicate it with other people, even if you don't have the discussion and voice it, inside you're like, damn, that didn't work out. Why? Right? And a lot of times when we're frustrated and we reach sort of that crossroads, or that wall, and we realize it's not going to go anywhere, and we realize, right, we feel it's someone else's fault. It's the universe. It's they didn't understand me. It's I didn't get to voice my opinion, or they didn't see me for who I was, or whatever, right? And often it is also because we're not in sync anymore, and we're not in sync with this team, or we're not in sync with the philosophy of this company, or we're not in sync with this project. And we have to rethink our personal goals. We have to rethink what we want. And you're the only one, Gemini, that can answer that question, that can tweak it, pivot, go in a different direction, or process it and work on yourself to understand why it didn't work out, because it always goes both ways. It's never a one-way street. It is always about, yes, others, and people didn't get you, and maybe you didn't make enough money, or maybe then they didn't get back to you, or whatever, right? But it's also, what can I understand of myself that maybe can be one of the roots, I'm not saying uniquely, one of the roots, one of the reasons why I couldn't get my idea across, or I didn't get that job, or that interview didn't go well, or they didn't get me, whatever. And that's what the Hermit is all about. It's not about accusing anybody or going to distract yourself just to, just to get it out of your mind and understand that it has nothing to do with you, but it has all to do with everyone else. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I think it's important that you process it in your personal journey and tweak it in your personal journey, because it's a pivotal point in your life. And if you're considering a new direction, if you are wanting a different type of job, a different type of career, it's your way to reevaluate your personal goals, right? It's your way. It's going to be your way to change your overall path. And you're going to look at life with something, some sort of a deeper understanding of yourself, of your goals, of your process, of your path, and what it is you want to develop, to make happen. Who do you want to associate with yourself? What's your next step? What's your next goal? And I think that is going to shift your priorities. Six of Pentacles, you want something more even, more generous, more open to others, more caring. And we have the Sun. There we go. So if this is about being open to others, if this is about you understanding what it takes to be in that group of people, to be in that community, to be important, to be creative, to share opinions and share ideas and be able to be part of a team, a community, a company, whatever it is, or even start your own company or get into that school, whatever. I really feel like this is your moment in time, this situation. And you know what? This could be also just a friend. And the disappointment that it's not working anymore, or that best friend that you have, or that person that you thought was so interesting for such a long time, and or that group of people, or that coworker, or that company you worked for, and it was so cool, and then just something is not jiving anymore. And here you are, finding your balance again. But after that deep, deep introspection of understanding what you're made of and what you want. And I think your goals are changing. And I think your direction is changing. And I think that your reality is changing. And your connection to the world is changing. Your way of seeing the world is changing. Yeah. Ten of Swords. That disappointment. Maybe that it's that person that you thought had your back, right, at all times. And again, it doesn't have to be someone in your job. It can be a friend, a family member, someone you worked with, someone. It can be anything. But it can also be you and yourself, Gemini. You and yourself disappointed in what you did, or how it happened, or how it went down, or, whatever. And here with the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Saturn, you have three queens. Three queens. So either you're in a very feminine environment, there are a lot of feminine energies around you. Maybe what you're working in is usually a feminine environment, feminine energy. Or these are very important people around you that you're disappointed in. Let's see where this goes. It's very interesting to have these three queens. Not gender specific, of course, but it's something interesting here that you're disappointed in. Yeah, that you're leaving. Wow. And we have the King of Wands. So it's almost like the king is there to a lot of people. So whatever this is, whether this is a project you're working on, or a committee, or people you were with, or it feels like you're moving on. But it feels like, yeah, you're at the end of that cycle where you really felt betrayed or hurt or not seen, not heard, or whatever it is. And you're leaving that. You're moving into something calmer, something more balanced, more, and you're moving into the sun. So this is part of your happiness. And this is part of you realizing what is important for you and what brings happiness to you, your world, and how you want to change things and how you want to reassess your career. It's there's a lot of people. So again, it can be in a company with a team of people. These can be people you're working with. These can also be people you're surrounded with. Can be family members, can be friends, can be anybody. But there are a lot of feminine energies here, Gemini. A lot of assertiveness, a lot of passion, a lot of people that are important in the surroundings, important in the environment, right? Whatever it is, that want to build, that are motivated, that are there for the job, that are there to make things happen. And I feel like you being with them are really disappointed at them. It's almost like you joined, okay, so let's say you joined a team in a company, or let's say you started a project with a group of people, or you're part of, something that's being developed or something, an idea. You really feel like they betrayed you, and in a big way, and you're like, okay, well, that didn't go the way I thought. And also maybe you're losing a friend along the way, or maybe you don't trust these people anymore, and that's why you're really moving into a whole new energy, a whole new way of building your career. If there's a new energy here with the Page of Swords, I like that. It's a new idea, an innovative idea, something you're moving forward in. Maybe this is an idea you have. Maybe these are new people you're working with. Maybe this is a new project, a new job, or it feels like there's a new idea. Yeah. So you're working on a new idea, whether it's your idea or a collective idea. This whole debacle here is moving you into something much more balanced and much more positive in your eyes. So you're working hard. You are working on perfecting this idea, on perfecting this skill, on perfecting this offer, proposition, presentation, product, whatever it is. And that is giving you sort of almost like peace of mind, but also happiness. But you're going from something that you felt was really negative or became really negative into something so much more balanced with the Sun, right? Really, again, I feel with the Six of Pentacles and the Sun, a real sense of generosity, integrating a team, something very warm, the happiness and the peace of mind to be with these people. It's becoming very clear in your mind that this is your tribe, that this is you opening up to the world, or you're opening up now, and this is really for you to grow. It is an ideal situation to learn, to be part of almost like a new group of people where you can learn, where there's knowledge, there's skills, and it's a period to develop things. It's a beautiful moment to develop things, to be part of this new idea. Whatever this is going to grow towards more accomplishments, growing towards something that's going to put you in the sunlight. So you can be cooperating or, partnering up with people, any cooperation, or don't say cooperation, right? Any collaboration here is very efficient. This is very efficient. This is going towards success. So whatever didn't work out here with these people or with this idea or with this direction you're going into, it's much more efficient. The deals are more efficient. The conversations are more efficient, the meetings are more efficient, and they're really structured in a way where it's going to push you in the limelight and push you really towards more growth. This is your tribe, not this. This is where you belong. It might be a new idea with this Page of Swords, right? You might be a little intimidated in the beginning, or you might be a little, how can I say, a little, I mean, excited. And at the same time, it's the very beginning of this. So you're very excited, a little impatient. But it's exciting. And I feel like this is really going to lead to something that's going to give you much more balance. But it also feels like it's more open to the world, generous, maybe helping others. Maybe you have this sense of generosity that you are in this group, company, committee, team, whatever, in building something to help others, or you feel that it's much more generosity towards the world, generosity towards building something like almost necessary or something important or something that makes sense to you, as opposed to just working on, working in a company, just to pay the bills and not really connecting that much to whatever it is you're doing here. And that's probably why this went south, because it didn't make much sense to you anymore. So then the collaborations or the dynamics or, the people you were working with or the conversations or whatever just fizzled out and became maybe a little bit toxic at the end. But maybe that's just for a couple of people. All right, let's see if there are a few more messages here in the second deck. Gemini, weekly, money and career. May 6th to the 12th, 2024. Please comment down below. Let me know where you stand on your journey. Let me know if you connect. Let me know if you connect, Gemini. Gemini. Do we have more messages for the sign of Gemini? May 6th to the 12th, 2024. Money and career. Yes, beautiful. All right, so 4 of Cups, that disconnect, done, bored. Not even wanting to talk to them anymore. And the offer they're giving you, if there is another offer, like stay with us, or we can work on other things, or maybe we can start another project, or let's just discuss it, whatever, you're like, no. But also very disappointed, and also it's not enough. It's not enough money. It's not enough for me. I deserve more. I deserve so much more. You still have 3 cups, Gemini. So if right now you're feeling down and right now you're feeling it's not for me and why it's so complicated and I don't want to talk to them anymore and, a little poor me, right? Not in a bad sense. Look at this. There you have. So I feel like this Ace of Pentacles here is that new start, that movement forward, that new opportunity that you have right here. A project moving forward, an idea moving forward, a job offer, a business opportunity moving forward. And this, it can be creative, doesn't have to be. You have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords, and that tells me that yes, it's moving. It is a new idea, brand new, right? It's the beginning. It can be the first steps of a new career, the first steps of a new path, but it's exciting. I feel like there's one more card. Yes. King of Cups. A lot of people here. But this King of Cups tells me that because you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, you go from the Knight to the King. So moving forward on this project, on this job, and recentering yourself, right? going back to fundamentals, stabilizing your foundation, a healthy foundation. You're now understanding the people. You're now able to communicate in a more mature way. You're now able to filter and communicate in a calmly manner, right? As opposed to maybe before there was so much frustration that you couldn't even communicate anymore. Like, enough. I don't want to deal with you anymore. You didn't give me what I wanted. This didn't work the way I want. Now, this introspection here with the Hermit has given you a real new, or is going to give you a real new sense of stability, healthy foundation to be able to communicate with people, connect with people, work with people on this new dynamic. Beautiful. Beautiful, Gemini. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road. Sorry. Yep. Well, here we have, well, I'm just going to leave it at that because that is very clear. We have the Eight of Cups, moving on, understanding to move on, understanding that it's time to move on, that is not for you anymore, leaving a lot of emotions behind, leaving a lot of people behind. I feel like because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of discussions, a lot going on before you decide or decided to leave that job, business, collaboration, whatever it is, behind. But you're also leaving it behind because you're moving into something that makes more sense to you with this Knight of Cups. And what I like about the Knight of Cups is that not only, okay, you're moving forward in a job, in a project, you know, creative or not, can be. Usually cups are about creativity, but it's also about it's about being on a mission to make things happen. So maybe it is humanitarian. Maybe it is compassion, something, you know, much more involved in humanitarian, helping others, something like that. This is a mission where you feel connected with others. But I also feel that with this Knight of Cups, you're able to navigate energies, people, ideas, communications much more diplomatically. You're able to assess, find solutions in a calm way, maybe where others are not able to. So whatever transpired before, right, where you were sort of blocked or were not able to communicate because it didn't make sense for you anymore. You weren't going where you wanted to go, right? It was not serving you. This here, on the other hand, is really, it's almost like, yeah, this Hermit has transformed you because what wasn't working here is working for you here, right? In other words, the non-communication here is becoming your force to assess, see where people need help or see where you can find solutions, and really, really navigate it in a beautiful, beautiful way. Wow, it's very interesting, Gemini. Very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so, so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for connecting to this channel, for sharing your journeys and your energies. Thank you. Gratitude to each and every one from the bottom of my heart. I want to say that the magic word is my new mission. Finding my new mission. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put my new mission or finding my new mission, whatever corresponds to you, down in the comment section and be subscribed. Thank you so, so much for watching. Have a great week, Gemini. Take care. Bye-bye.